Today, we rebuild Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk haven't won a single European trophy since 2009. And for that reason, it feels like the perfect time to rebuild the Ukrainian team. And obviously, the Ukrainian league isn't in FIFA, so we have slotted Shakhtar Donetsk into the Eredivisie league, and we are going to rebuild them from there and make them the best team in the world. But there's a slight catch with this one. We are not allowed to buy any players from the top 5 leagues in the world. And obviously, the top 5 leagues in the world can be quite subjective, so here are the 5 leagues I'm not allowed to buy from. We are not allowed to buy players from the Premier League, Liga 1, the Bundesliga, La Liga Santander, and the Serie A. All the other leagues are fair game. So we begin our journey with Shakhtar with just over 14.4 million. Now there's 3 players straight away I want to leave alone. David Neres, Solomon, and Traore. All young, all got high potential. Pyatov will most likely retire by the end of this season. He's 37 years old. He's a player for the history book, 76 rated. At that age is freaking ridiculous. But I do think what we have to focus on the most this season anyway is the defensive lineup. And we have gone and signed our very first player of this transfer window. The Brazilian centre-back Murato cost us 9 million. And his centre-back partner for the foreseeable future, David Carmo, the Portuguese centre-back, cost us 6.2 million. We are also going to bring back Tete and put him straight into that starting 11. Got big plans for this guy. Meanwhile, we have just sold Sergi Christoph for 3.2 million. And this is how we got the team looking after that transfer window has come to a close. Maybe the one player that we should have looked to upgrade was the goalkeeper. Pyatov has already gone to 75 rated. I'm actually kind of dreading what he's going to go down to by the end of this season already. But aside from the keeper, the back 4 looks solid. Marcos Antonio and Stepenko will definitely do for now. The front 4 of Solomon, Tete, Neres, and Traore will definitely produce a lot of goals. Tete, as we speak, is being converted to a central attacker midfielder, so hopefully by the midway point in the season he will be a cam. Obviously the main rivals for this rebuild in the Eredivisie League is going to be PSV and Ajax. Those two are definitely going to pose the biggest threat to us. But if I'm going to be real with you guys, by the midway point this season, I'd like to be in the top 3. So we have arrived at the midway point this season, 4 points behind league leaders Feyenoord. Ajax and PSV are 3rd and 4th place, which I find quite interesting. It's definitely going to be a 4-horse race for the title this season. I can't really see Feyenoord doing it though. I could probably see PSV or Ajax just beating us to that top spot. But to begin this transfer window, we have sent out Bondar on a 2-year loan deal. We've also just sent out Konoplia on a short-term loan deal. We've also just loaned out Mudryk for 2 years to Leicester City. And we have certainly solved the goalkeeping problem that we did have. We have brought in the Turkish giant Ersin Destinoglu for 6.5 million. And this is a quick update on how the team is looking, and realistically speaking, there's just improvements all over the pitch. Tete has finally converted to a central attacking midfielder position, meaning we can finally start developing him in that position. Solomon, Traore, and Neres have all gone up. They've all improved, which is brilliant to see. Marcos Antonio and Stepenko, they're looking pretty solid as well. The back 4 looks very goddamn good. Destinoglu going straight into that starting 11. I didn't realise prior to this rebuild how good Shakhtar Donetsk's team actually were. There's so many young players with a lot of potential in this team. But by the end of this season, after seeing how we did at the midway point this season, I'd love us to win the title. So in season 1, we have won our first piece of silverware, winning the Eredivisie League by 1 point, beating Feyenoord to that top spot. I told you they'd choke it. PSV and Ajax weren't far behind us, 69 points and 68 points respectively, but we were just good enough to win it this time. We also ended up winning the Dutch League Cup by beating Vitesse 2-1 in the final. Spurs somehow won something. Napoli won the Europa League, and Barcelona won the Champions League. Now we're going to ignore the stats for just a second. Just take a look at the development from these 4 players. Lassina Traore, 79 rated, 5 overall improvement this season. David Neres, 82 rated, 3 overall improvement. Tete, 3 overall improvement, but to be fair, he did spend half the season converting to a cam role, so it is a little bit unfair on this guy. But the big one, Manor Solomon, 82 rated, 6 overall growth in 1 season. That's something you'd expect from a youth academy player. And they all got double figures when it came to the goals. The front 4 of absolute dreams. This guy impressed me as well in terms of growth. 24 years old, 5 overall growth this season, going to 80 rated. In fairness, a lot of them have had a very big growth sprout. Jesus Christ, this team is actually very goddamn underrated. I'll say this, guys, season 2, we are looking at some big money. We won the Eredivisie, won the Dutch League Cup, got Champions League football next season, we're looking at a good amount of money to work with. I think we've been done dirty here, guys. We've only been given just under 25 million for season 2. Won't lie to you guys, I think it's about time we upgraded the keeper just a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, Destinoglu has got potential to be a pretty decent keeper, but right now is definitely the weakest link in this team, so we will be looking to upgrade the goalkeeper pretty soon. After that, we'll definitely be looking to upgrade the midfield as well. This might come as a shock to you guys right now, but we have decided to sell on David Neres for 46.4 million. Meanwhile, we have just sent out Ignatenko for a 1-year loan deal. Meanwhile, we have just sent out a trifecta of players out on loan, starting with Sudakov on a 2-year loan deal, Konoplia for a 2-year loan deal, as well as Bondarenko for a 1-year loan deal. Meanwhile, we have definitely leveled up with the goalkeeper. We have just brought in Dutch goalkeeper Justin Bijlo for just under 40 million. We are pretty much robbing Eredivisie's best players right now. We have just brought in the absolute giant 6'3" Ibrahim Sanger for 39.3 million. Meanwhile, we have just sent out Vinicius Tobias on a 2-year loan deal. And this is an update on how the team is looking going into this season. Now, the front four have changed up a bit. Tete are put back onto the wing. Pedrinho, I never knew before he could play as a central attacking midfielder. So Tete's on the wing, and he is our new central attacking midfielder. Solomon is staying on that left wing position, and Traore is still the main man up top. And looking at the team as a whole, realistically speaking, it's very goddamn good now. But this season, we are in the Champions League. We're in Group H, joined by Chelsea, Sevilla, and Sparta Praha. And realistically speaking, I am not expecting anything much from this. Chelsea and Sevilla are probably the strongest out of the four, and they will most likely make it to the round of 16. But if we could finish third and get into the Europa League, I wouldn't be mad at that. Well, it's safe to say, guys, I didn't see this one coming. We are through to the round of 16 against all freaking odds. Sevilla, I expected to finish 7th, finish freaking bottom, for God's sake. Chelsea topped the group, going undefeated in the entirety of the group stage, which isn't surprising if I'm being totally honest, but it is ourselves and Chelsea who are through to the round of 16. Who's our opponent? It's Bayern Leverkusen. To be fair, we actually have a chance to get into the quarters. And in the Eredivisie, we are 1 point behind league leaders Ajax. 40 points there on 39 points. We're on PSV are on 38 points. Feyenoord are not playing how they were last season. They are 6th in the league on 32 points. It's wide open between ourselves, Ajax, and PSV, if we're being honest. And this is an update after that transfer window on how the team is currently looking. It should come as no surprise to you guys that we didn't do anything in that transfer window, purely because we spent all of our money bringing in Bijlo and Sanger. But taking a look at this team, the only real weakness we've got is Carmo, the centre-back, who realistically speaking has proper let me down. I fully expected him to improve massively over the course of the last 2 seasons, but he's really just not improved at all. 77 rated, he's 23 years old. I think it's about time we said goodbye to him next season, but that is something that we need to focus on next season. Right now, we're in the round of 16 against Bayer Leverkusen. Don't get this twisted. I think Bayer Leverkusen are a very good team. However, we do have a chance to knock them out and progress to at least the quarterfinals. I don't think our road in the Champions League will end here, but nevertheless, talk is cheap. So we are going to quick sim this game at home against Bayer Leverkusen, and we win 2-0. That's freaking phenomenal. Solomon and Pedrinho with the goals to give us that all-important advantage going into the second leg. We're in a phenomenal position right now, 2-0 up against Bayer Leverkusen. We are away from home in this leg, so obviously the home advantage will be definitely pinned against us, but with that 2-0 advantage, I can't see us flopping this. So without being said, let's not pull the Spurs and let's book our place into the quarterfinals. We have done it. We have drawn in the second leg, 3-1 overall, though we are into the quarters. Yeah, we ain't getting past Manchester City, especially with the fact that the injury curse has finally struck us. Morato has picked up an injury. I think he's out for another 4 weeks at least. So even if we do beat Man City in this leg, there's no way in how we are beating them in the second leg. But to be fair, we've come to the quarterfinals. We've done very goddamn well. Let's just see what we can do against Man City. Stranger things have happened. We do lose 2-1, but it still is not over yet. I mean, it is Manchester City, but anything can happen in football. 2-1 down against Manchester City. Away from home, we are playing at the Etihad in this game. Let's just give it the best that we've got. Come on, boys. Let's see if we can pull off. Imagine if we'd have somehow pulled that one off. We do lose 4-3 overall on aggregate. It was 2-all on the night. It wasn't to be. Man City to progress to the semi-finals. I mean, it was to be expected if we're being completely honest with ourselves here. But we did go down with a goddamn good fight. But that is our journey in the Champions League over this season. We got to the quarterfinals against a very goddamn strong Manchester City team, and that is where our journey ends. So now all that's left to do is go to the end of the season and see how we've done elsewhere. We are once again the best team in the Eredivisie, this time by quite some freaking points as well. We were 7 points clear of second place Ajax. PSV really choked hard, didn't they, this time? 4th place they finished. I've got a feeling though, with our team only going to improve in the next couple of seasons, this is going to become a common occurrence. We didn't end up winning the Dutch League Cup though. That accolade goes to FC Utrecht. Leicester City won the Europa Conference League, Inter Milan won the Europa League, and we did end up going out to the champions of Europe. Our front four is definitely going to be something to feed in the next couple of seasons, let me tell you. Lassina Traore, 22 years old, 83 rated, 25 goals, 7 assists this season. That's phenomenal, man. You got Tete with 30 goal contributions this season, going up to 84 rated. Pedrino, 14 goals, 10 assists. You got Solomon, 87 freaking rated, 13 goals, 14 assists. Overall, guys, it's been a very successful season. We got to the quarters in the Champions League, only going out to the freaking team who actually won it in the end, Manchester City. We won the Eredivisie once again. We didn't win the League Cup, which is a little bit annoying, but we move. The team has grown massively over the course of this season, and I think the next 2 signings that we make may put us in contention for being the dark horse to win the Champions League next season. I'm telling you, man, we're getting done dirty here. We've been given just under 40 million this time, and it's quite obvious to see where we need to improve this team. We need another centre-back, and to be fair, we may need another full-back because Ismaili is getting on a bit. He's 33 years old now, so it might be time to move him on and get another full-back. To begin this transfer window, we have sold Matvienko for 14.5 million, and we have solved that full-back situation. We have signed Owen Wijndal for 37.5 million. Now, I may have shafted myself here because I'm not too sure if I've got enough money left to buy another centre-back. We have also loaned out Sikam for 2 years, and we have finally sold Ismaili for 18.4 million. And we have finally fixed that centre-back situation by bringing in the Argentinian centre-back Marcos Senesi for 34.6 million. And this is an update on how the team is looking going into this season. The front four, absolutely incredible. Our central midfielders, absolutely amazing. Our back four, I mean, there's a little bit of work to be done still, but for the most part, it's looking brilliant. And our goalkeeper is phenomenal. By the midway point in the season, I am expecting Senesi to have grown to maybe an 83, 84 rated if I am lucky. But realistically speaking, there is absolutely nothing from stopping us going all the way in the Champions League this season. And speaking of the Champions League, we are in Group F this time, joined by United, Fenerbahce and Victoria Plzen. And realistically speaking, I reckon it's ours and United's. And as I predicted, it was ourselves and Manchester United who went through to the round of 16, finishing first and second. Fenerbahce, as I would have expected them to, finished third, meaning they are in the Europa League. And Victoria Plzen, unlucky boys, but you weren't really on our level, were you? So it is ourselves and United through to the round of 16. Who's our opponent this time? Borussia Mönchengladbach. Okay, I reckon we're in the quarters. I reckon we can beat them. And in the Eredivisie, we are 2 points clear at the top of the table. Feyenoord are in close pursuit, and then it is Ajax and PSV once again at the bottom of the pile in the title race. PSV in this rebuild just aren't at the races, are they? And this is how the team's looking after that transfer window. Once again, we were dormant in the second transfer window this season purely because we did all the work we wanted to in the first transfer window. And let me tell you something, this team right now, it stands a pretty decent chance of getting quite far in the Champions League. We are definitely the dark horse of the competition this time. Borussia Mönchengladbach just aren't going to have it easy against us. Now, we have rebuilt Borussia Mönchengladbach in the past, and we know their team is pretty goddamn good, but I actually reckon, off first observations of their squad, ours is far superior to theirs. I mean, they do have a good squad, but they are playing 3 at the back, so it is going to be quite easy to break that down. But that is enough time for talking. We are at home at the Donbass Arena this time, Shakhtar Donetsk. Do me proud, boy. Oh my god. I mean, in fairness, you can't knock that. 4-3. What a freaking game. But we do go into the second leg with a very big disadvantage. 4-3 down, man. Oh my days, it's not good. I think we can do it, man. We've overcome worse from a far better team. So with that being said, we're not going to chat shit. We are going to get straight into the second leg, and hopefully we can... we've done it as well. We've won 2-0. Traore and Pedrino have my babies. We are through to the quarterfinals once again. Christ, EA have got it in for me in this rebuild. First Man City in the Champions League quarterfinals last season, and now we're up against PSG in the quarterfinals this season. They just do not want us to do well, do they? I mean, we've got to play what's in front of us, I guess, but when it's PSG, I mean, you're never confident, are you? Let's be honest, PSG are at the top of the freaking food chain when it comes to career mode. Nevertheless, we are away from home. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can shot. Oh, no, it's 2-1 in it. This is probably where our genie in the Champions League once again is going to come to a crashing halt in the quarters. I think a lot of people would agree with me, especially career mode YouTubers, when I say that if you can beat PSG in career mode, you pretty much got the best team in the freaking game. If we can somehow knock out PSG right here, right now, from a 2-1 deficit, bear in mind, we have got a genuine chance of going the entire way in this competition. So without further ado, let's see if we've got what it takes. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The exact same way against Man City. I can't believe it. We drew against City to get knocked out, and now we draw against PSG to get knocked out. It's just freaking written in the stars, isn't it? I mean, there's no shame in getting knocked out by PSG, but for freaking once, I'd love to get further than the quarters. But that is our journey in the Champions League come crashing to a halt. We get knocked out in the quarters by PSG. So what we're going to do now is go to the end of the season, and hopefully we'll have won the title. So once again, we have claimed stake to being the best team in the Eredivisie League. Feyenoord was 7 points behind us in the end. It was AZ who finished third, Ajax finished fourth, and PSV once again at the bottom of the pecking order. But they did end up beating us to win the Dutch League Cup. Fair play to them. It was Bayer Leverkusen who won the Conference League, Dortmund won the Europa League, and we once again did get knocked out by the champions of Europe. But fair play to Club Brugge for getting to the final. Christ. Since we began this rebuild, our front four have been nothing short of phenomenal every single season. Lassina Traore, 87 rated at 23 years old, 37 goals, 2 assists. That's spectacular. Tete, 87 rated, 24 goals, 3 assists. Pedrino from that cam roll, 18 goals, 9 assists. You got Solomon, 89 rated, man. This guy's a... But how have I never heard of this guy before on career mode? But he got himself 10 goals, 13 assists. It's not the best for a winger of his caliber, but I suppose we'll take it. Next season, I'm looking to win the Champions League. Obviously, it's going to be a long shot, but at the very freaking least, I want to get to the semis. I am sick and tired of getting to the quarterfinals and getting knocked out. And hopefully this season, we get a bit more money than freaking 40 million. So in season 4, we begin with just under 55 million, and I can't help but feel like we're being done so dirty with how much money the board are giving us. Obviously, Wijndal and Bieslow are on international duty at the minute, but I think where we do need to improve more than anywhere is our centre-backs. Morato is 23 years old, 85 rated. He's going nowhere. However, we may have to sell on Senesi to get enough money to bring in a world-class centre-back. And after that's sorted, I genuinely believe we stand a decent chance of going the entire way this time. So we do start this transfer window by selling on Victor Kornienko for 9.5 million. And our first purchase of this transfer window is bringing in David Hanko for just over 45 million. Meanwhile, we have just sent out David Como on a 1-year loan deal. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. Now, I know I said I was going to sell on Senesi for a better centre-back, but there's a little bit of an issue. Obviously, we aren't allowed to buy any players from the top 5 leagues in the world. That is the rule of this rebuild. However, most of the good centre-backs from outside of them top 5 leagues have actually gone to the top 5 leagues. So the likelihood is I'm rocking with the best defensive lineup out of everybody outside of the top 5 leagues. I'm just kind of hoping that Senesi improves a little bit more this season. He's still 27, he's still got a little bit of time to improve, so hopefully he does. But when you take that out of the equation, take a look at the rest of this team, there is no reason why we can't go all the way this time. In this season, we are in Group E, joined by Atletico Madrid, Hoffenheim and SK Rapid Vienna. Realistically speaking, it should be ourselves and Atletico Madrid getting through to the knockout stages with flying colours. So we end the group stage undefeated, 2 wins, 4 draws, 10 points overall. It's not the best, but at the end of the day, we didn't lose, and that's a pretty damn impressive thing. Atletico Madrid did finish second place only due to goal difference. They did match our points tally. Hoffenheim were 2 points below Atletico Madrid, unfortunately. SK Rapid Vienna, unfortunately, boys, you're just not on our level yet. So it is the round of 16 now. Who's our opponent? You've got to be... Oh my god, EA, man, EA. This rebuild, you just do not want me to finish this video anytime soon, do you? I could actually see this video being about an hour and a half long. However, in the Eredivisie, we are currently undefeated. 15 wins, 3 draws, 48 points. Could we possibly go invincible this season? And to begin the second transfer window this season, we have sent out Mudryk on a 2-year loan deal. And we have also just sent out Sudakov on a 2-year loan deal as well. And after that transfer window, this is the team. This is how we're looking going into the round of 16 this time. Now, I'm just putting this out there. I know it's Man City, but look at that team. 1, 2, 3 90 rated players. The amount of quality in that starting 11 is freaking frightening. I swear to God, if we don't do anything with this team this season, I'm gonna go ballistic. There's nothing more we can do to this team in the minute. We could not have had a harder opponent in the round of 16, could we? Manchester City. That's top tier level, innit? We couldn't have had an easy team like Lyon or Borussia Mönchengladbach or Arsenal. But it is what it is, guys. We are at the Etihad, away from home in the first leg. Let's see if we can pull off a match. Oh, I'm sick and tired of this game at this point. I'm actually sick and tired of it. If we go out in the round of 16, I am going to break my monitor. And of course, the suspension case would hit us when we need that player the most. Marcos Antonio has picked up a red card, has picked up a suspension, which means he isn't going to be in the second leg of this tie, which will no doubt lead to our exit in the Champions League. All freaking ready. But do you know what? I'm sick of this. Let's just get it over and done with. If we can pull off a mad victory. I'm so done with this rebuild. The fact that we haven't made it to the semi-finals yet with this team right now is actually mind-blowing. So once again, our journey in the Champions League has come to a very abrupt end in the round of 16, losing to Manchester City 6-3 on aggregate. So we're going to go to the end of this season and hopefully we have topped the Eredivisie once again. So once again, we have topped the Eredivisie League, only losing 2 games in the entirety of this season. That's pretty decent showing, that is. Ajax finished second with 78 points. PSV was 73 points. PSV, considering the team that they've got, and believe me, I know, I rebuilt them not long ago. They've got a ridiculous team. I don't know why they're not doing better. We did also go on to win the Dutch League Cup. Lazio won the Conference League. Real Madrid beat the Bottle Jobs to win the Europa League. And once again, believe it or not, we lost to the champions of Europe. It's just so confusing how we're not doing better in the Champions League. Lucina Traore, 89 rated. Tete, 90 rated. Solomon, 91 rated. Pedrino, 87 rated. Marcos Antonio. Need I go on? Like, this is our current squad right now, and we can't get past the quarterfinals. We have yet to get to the semi-final in this rebuild yet. And the worst thing is, I don't think there's actually anybody I can bring in to make this team any better. So this season, we begin with just under 79 million. I think I'm going to change my tactics up this season. I'm not going to focus on the starting 11. I'm going to focus on improving the subs bench. I think if we can improve the subs bench a little bit more, we may actually have a chance of going a bit further in the Champions League. And we have started this transfer window by bringing in Uruguayan centre midfielder Manuel Ugarte for just under 40 million. We've also managed to pick up an absolute bargain here. We have just picked up Saar on a free. And after that transfer window has come to a close, this is how the team is now looking. There is not a single weak link in this team. I mean, if you look past Senesi, obviously 85 rated player in a team amongst 88 rated players and above, he does look a bit weak, but 85 rated is still decent. We have to do better in the Champions League this season, otherwise I literally give up. And in the Champions League this season, we are in Group F, joined by Leverkusen, Villarreal and PAOK. Now, realistically speaking, we should wipe the freaking floor with this group. So, we didn't end up finishing top of the table this time. We actually finished second to Villarreal of all teams. I thought it would have been Leverkusen, but nevertheless. Leverkusen did finish third place below us, which does mean they're in the Europa League. PAOK finished rock freaking bottom, and it is ourselves and Villarreal into the round of 16. Now, for the love of God, do not give me Manchester City, Liverpool, or PSG. I mean, Dortmund is still a tough team, don't get me wrong, but they're beatable. Meanwhile, in the Eredivisie, we're actually lacking at the minute. We're 4 points behind league leaders PSV. Maybe they heard me last season. But I've got no doubt in my mind by the end of this season, we'll be top of the table once again. And this is the team after that transfer window has come to an end. Now, let me tell you guys something. I've sat on my arse right now for about half an hour scouring the transfer market for players I could put into that subs bench, put into the team. There is literally no players that are decent decent quality left in the leagues outside of the top 5. They have been completely raided, and this is probably the best starting 11 and subs bench you are going to find outside the top 5 leagues in the world right now. And quite frankly speaking, if we don't go all the way this season, I officially give up with this rebuild. Now, after a little bit of an in-depth look at Dortmund's team, I must say I'm confident going into this game. Their team, compared to ours, it's good, don't get me wrong, but ours is far better, man. They've got quality on their team, fair enough, but theirs is mostly the attack. We've got quality all round the team. So with that being said, we are at home at the Donbass Arena. For the love of God, don't lose. You know what? Considering past events, I'll take a draw for now. I'm not going to front to you guys. I'm dreading this. If we get knocked out again in the round of 16, it's just going to be embarrassing at this point. So we are just going to get into this game. Shakhtar don't let me. Thank God for that. 3-1 in the second leg. We are through to the quarters at least this time. Quarterfinals, and we come up against Liverpool. Liverpool! I've just got a bad feeling EA don't want me to do well in this rebuild anymore, man. But I'll be honest, if you take a look at that team, I'd actually argue I was just far superior. I mean, that defence is weak. No freaking Robertson, no Virgil van Dijk, Fofana, Williamson, Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas. That is not a strong defence. So hopefully, away at Anfield, we can take advantage of that fact. Come on, Shakhtar. A draw will do. A draw will do. Boys, this game just doesn't like me at the minute, does it? We have picked up a suspension in Solomon, meaning obviously he will not be playing in this game. Luckily for us, though, we do have Ismail Yassar on the subs bench ready to fill in his boots. But nevertheless, we're not going to chat shit. We are at home in the second leg tie against Liverpool. 1-1 it is on aggregate. Come on, for God's sake, don't go out in the quarters. Thank God for that! I'm more relieved than anything. If we'd have got knocked out again in the quarterfinals, I'd have lost all hope. But thankfully, for the first time in this rebuild, we are through to the semis. This has to be our year. This has to be our year. We've beaten Dortmund, we've just beaten Liverpool, and in the semi-finals, we meet up against Wolfsburg. We have to beat them. Obviously, Senesi has picked up a suspension. I don't care about him. We've got David Hanko on the subs bench, so we will take his place. But nevertheless, Donbass Arena, semi-final first leg. Shakhtar versus Wolfsburg. What can we do? Come on, I can taste that freaking final now. Come on, it is about goddamn time as well. 2-0 up against Wolfsburg, man. In the semi-final, surely to God, our name is written in the final. Let's make it official, boys. Shakhtar, make it official. Oh my, do you know what? How the freaking hell we almost choked, that is beyond me, but I don't care. 4-3 overall, 3-2 on the night, we lose, but we are into the final of the Champions League at long last. So, on the 30th of May 2026, it will be Shakhtar Donetsk versus Barcelona in the Champions League final. Let me tell you something, this has been a long time coming, especially with the team that we've got. We've been so freaking unlucky, and the one time we get a little bit of luck our way, we take full advantage of it and we get to the Champions League final. But before we get into the game itself, let's see how we did elsewhere this season. Well, I'll be damned, the first time in this rebuild we were unsuccessful in beating Ajax and PSV to that title. We do lose out this time. Ajax did win the title with 76 points. Poor PSV, man, they can never catch a break, can they? The one season they actually get into the top 2 and they finished second. But in fairness, it was about time somebody else won it. We won it 4 seasons in a row, for God's sake. But we did end up winning the Dutch League Cup once again, beating Feyenoord 5-2 in the final. Meanwhile, Torino won the Conference League, and it was Bayern Munich to win the Europa League this time. You know, it's ironic. The players' stats this season are nothing in comparison to last season's stats. But we've got to the Champions League final this time. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? I don't care. We have created an absolute monstrosity of a team in Shakhtar Donetsk. And I'll say this, Shakhtar's team is full of fantastic players. Just look at our front four. We haven't bought anybody for the front four in the entirety of this rebuild. We've just let them grow. Unfortunately for us, though, Sangar isn't going to be playing in the final. Agate is going to be taking a spot in that CDM role for the final. But realistically speaking, guys, what a team we have created. And quite frankly speaking, we're up against a pretty weak Barcelona team. I would have expected Barcelona's team to be a hell of a lot better than it actually is. But you know what? I don't really care, because it's about time to shut up and get into the final. It is Shakhtar Donetsk versus Barcelona at the San Siro in the Champions League final. Let's be honest, it's about damn time we got to the Champions League final. All we have to do now is not choke it. Boys, I don't like this. I do not like... I'm not being funny. I'm not being freaking funny. Curtis Jones does not do that. The lad can barely kick a ball, never mind do that. Just after I say, don't choke it, we go and concede a goal like that to none other than Curtis freaking Jones. Well, 4 minutes in and we're 1-0 down. Definitely not the start I'd imagined. Windal's picked it up on the left-hand side of the pitch. We've got Solomon. Can we spot Windal? Yes, we can. Cal Mario versus Solomon. Oh, please. Oh my god, the spin just took it away from him. Tete is on the right side of the pitch. Oh my god. If we can get to... Oh my god, Lassina Traore, bro. We've got Marcos Antonio. We're going to feed it back to Pedrino. And that is just blocked again. Dodo is on the ball. We're going to take this inside. Lassina Traore. Traore's found Tete. Tete, you can go all the way here. You can... Oh my days, what a save from ter Stegen. Solomon with the corner. Let's see if we can spot anybody in the... That's just a terrible attempt, isn't it? I mean, if you're going to head it like that, don't even bloody bother. Beautiful pressure. Agate has got... Oh, can we get the 1-2 Agate? Agate on his right foot. Oh, come on! God, that was so lucky. That was so lucky. But I don't care. You always need a little bit of luck, especially with this freaking rebuild. We do make it 1-1, courtesy of an absolute mess up by ter Stegen. Man, I'm relieved at that. I didn't think we were going to score. We've got Dodo on the ball. Barca are playing high for some reason, but we're going to take full advantage of this. If we can get Tete on the... Oh my God, we've got him through. Tete's through. Finesse shot. Bang! Beautiful stuff, Tete. Oh, that's all we needed. That is literally all we needed. Lassina Traore to hold the ball up. Tete to make a run in between. Use his pace on his left foot. Finesse shot. Beautiful. And just like that, it's 2-1 to us. Come on. Solomon is on the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch. Can we find him once again? Yes, we can. Jesus Christ. Solomon, he's been unleashed. Traore, he's spot... What the freaking hell was that, lad? Jesus Christ. I could do a better pass than that, blocking blindfolded. Solomon is on the ball. Can we spot Pedrino? Yes, we can. Okay, it's Pedrino versus Rudiger. We're going to cut this back. Oh, Rudiger, man, he's too good. Too big, too powerful, too strong, too good. Oh, my God. What the freaking hell was going... Nah, I'm not... Nah, don't you dare. Oh, my God. What the freaking hell happened there? We did get very lucky with that one, but that is the stroke of half-time. We go into the half-time break 2-1 up. In fairness, it's been quite a decent display from us so far. We just need to keep this up and we will be champions of Europe. Pedrinho. Right, okay, we can't quite get Tete through because he's just being closed down far too quickly. Solomon. Oh no, that's Windal. Solomon, what the freaking hell are you doing there? Nevertheless, we can get it back to Windal. Windal, get somebody's head on that. Anybody's head on that. Come on. Oh, for goodness sake. Just challenge. What's wrong with that? Just have a go at him, for goodness sake. Oh, my God. Tete. He's just broken that bit of play up. Oh, Tete. He's doing everything here. He's going to score. Oh, my God. Pick that out your net, lad. I mean, I know I said we were going to score, but I didn't actually think we would get... Jesus Christ, he rifled down to the roof of the net. And we can officially start to relax. We are 3-1 up in the final. Oh my God, that's a great... Oh my God. What was I doing there? I was daydreaming. Jesus Christ, that came from nothing. It was a good bit of play from them, but I'm not going to lie. We should have had the ball several times there, and our keeper's got to be doing better than that. And not even 5 minutes after us going 3-1 up, it's 3-2 once again. If you're a neutral, you got to love this stuff. We've got Tete on the ball on a counter-attack here. There is I'm sorry. You're telling me that 99 pace Tete is not quicker than Daniil... I'm sorry, this game's rigged. This game is rigged. Okay, it's 3-on-3. Where is our defense? Where is our defense, guys? Where's the defense? Frankie de Jong, don't you dare. No. No. Windal, cover the ball. These no... we've just played it rings round you. What in God's name has just happened there, though? Windal's picked it up on the left-hand side of the pitch. Solomon is chased down by Frankie de... Oh, my God, look at that move. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Frankie de Jong... Behave yourself. Lassina, get on... Lassina Traore, bro. Apart from that assist to Tete, you have been woeful in this game. Dodo. Come on. I tell you what, we're going to do a 1-2 here with Tete. Tete, there's no way Danilo's just tackled Tete. For goodness sake, get to that. Lovely stuff. Get the ball and take the man out at the same time. Barca have gone so high. Look at this. Look at Barcelona, man. Oh, my days. But this does leave them so exposed. If we can capitalise on this, we can end this game here and now. We can't capitalise on this because Solomon does not know how to use his right foot, apparently. There is no way. No, not like this. I swear to God. Extra time. It's past the minute extra time, ref. For goodness sake. It's 2 minutes in extra time. We're 3-2 up. Do not do this to me. I'm sensing some fuckery. I am sensing some fuckery. Don't you dare. Don't you even think about it. Not like this. Ref, blow your freaking whistle. There's no... Thank God. Almost 5 minutes into extra time after 1 minute was given, the freaking whistle finally blows for full time, making Shakhtar Donetsk the best team in the world. And it's about goddamn time as well. We had the team to win the Champions League about 2 seasons ago. We just couldn't freaking get past the quarters for whatever reason. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button. If you are new around here, turn that notification bell so you never miss a video that I upload. We are on the road right now to 5,000 subscribers, and the like goal for today's video is, as always, 300. If we can hit 300 likes, that would be incredible. That is all from me. It's been your boy Gordon. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.